Okay, well, it is time for me to start doing some more on the sketch. So I'm really, really excited for this one. I'm glad to get going on it, and I cannot wait to finish these up. It's going to be so much fun. Okay, I am still hosting according to my stream. This is very weird. All right. Well, anyway, time to carry on with the Arrowette. So I have Arrowette going to start, and then I'll work on Storm and Wonder Woman if I have time, which I really, really hope to. So I will do that hopefully this time as well. Wow, I'm still... Let me refresh, see if that works. Okay, yay! Now it's working. I really need to figure this out. It's kind of odd the way it does that. Okay, so anyway, time to get to work, as I said, and it is Arrowette time still. So I did some streaming yesterday and got most of the, well, all the colors that I did so far were done yesterday live on stream, and also I finished the inking. River Dragon, hello! Welcome to the stream. I'm so glad that you could make it. All right, so it's just going to be more red coloring, and her hair needs to be done too. So it's going to be a lot of yellow and a lot of red. And I have Storm and Wonder Woman that I'd like to get done ASAP as well. So this morning I went to the post office and got the first batch of prizes mailed out. So I mailed out, let's see, prize number 3, which is the black cat. And I mailed out prizes 7 through 10, which were all of the Lady Death Necro books. So those are the limited edition Necro books that I drew, and I was given some complimentary copies, and I sent out my last of those. So those were for prizes 7 through 10. And I haven't emailed everyone with their tracking yet, but I will. Hello, Adam. Yes, this is a sneak attack stream. I did some business this morning, and then I'm just going to be working on more commission stuff. So I figured if anyone's around, I might as well stream for you to watch. Hello, Perrin. Yes, vacation for the win. That's awesome. So all I'm going to be doing now is just more coloring and more, just coloring, actually, not more of anything else. Hopefully finishing this one and a few more if I can. Stever! Hello, Steve! Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you could make it. All right, so I want to start her hair off with YR30. Anthony, hi! Okay, so I'm just looking for this one because I'm pretty sure it's going to need a refill before I do anything else. Yes, it is very rare, Steve. I had a feeling that most people won't be able to make it, at least from Boop Squad, and I'm quite sure that Kylie won't make it because it's like the middle of the night for her. But this afternoon at 5, my time, 5 to 5:30 is my youngest son, Lyndon's homework time. And the older two can schedule their own homework, but with Lyndon, I need to schedule his homework for him. He's 8, and, you know, Roblox and Minecraft are far more important. So he is doing homework during that time. But today I told him that we would finish some of our Christmas decorating projects. So we're going to do that instead. Who's not feeling well? Oh no, Anthony, you're sick? Sorry, I hope you feel better. Hello, the Red Gamer. And Arrow is here. Is it a better time of day for you, Arrow? So I know yesterday you were up till like 2:30 in the morning or something. That really is not cool. Sorry. I'm so sorry you're feeling unwell, Anthony. That really sucks. All right. So what I'm going to be doing is coloring to start her hair with really light blonde-haired characters. I like using YR30, so it's almost clear, and I have to apply a lot of it in order to get the color that I want. The next darker color is YR31, but it's a pretty strong canary yellow and not quite the color that I want to start with. So this one is YR30, and it's what I'm going to begin with. Eosmada, hello. Oh, I'm glad it's only 7 there, Arrow. At least you don't have to stay up till like the wee hours of the morning, because I hope to finish her on stream today. Mike, hello. You are so awesome to make it. Thank you. All right, like always, especially because I just filled this, I have my trusty dab pads, and I just dab it in a little spot that's still blank because there's a few. And these are amazing napkins that I did kind of swipe. So I use these to dab off any excess, and it can happen if you overfill your marker, if your marker's been sitting for a long time. It's even happened to me that a brand new marker from Copic will be extremely full and dripping. And when it drips, it gets on your paper and it ruins whatever you're doing. So if you do use any kind of alcohol-based marker, I recommend that you have a dab pad beside you. And again, you can use, I would try to use something that's less, with little paper fibers and dusty than a paper towel even. So it needs to be something that's like tighter wound or whatever. I don't know. But try to get something that doesn't have little bits of paper fibers and stuff that's gonna get on your marker, because then it just messes up your work. The Red Gamer, I am self-taught, but then also peer-taught and book-taught, so I can't be like I have learned all my own wisdom. You know, I've asked other artists that I admire any suggestions that they have for me. I've asked them to critique my work, and from that I've learned a lot. And then also, as far as when I started, I've been drawing my whole life, and then professionally I started in 2012. So that would be almost 7 years ago. Oh, thank you, Mike. I'm glad that you've been enjoying those. I really want to post a like short video or a couple pictures of my Christmas decorations that I did this year, because as I told you all, my son Lyndon was in charge, so I couldn't do any weird things that I like to put on trees. I like putting owls and nests and little eggs and lamps and weird stuff on trees that is not normal. Lyndon wanted red, green, and gold baubles only. Shane, hello! So even with the dab pad, I got this one pretty full. But honestly, because this is such a light color, I'm happy that it's very full and it can fill up the art sections. These are some big sections of hair, so it's very handy that I'm not having to deal with a empty marker. Yay for refills. And I'm going to be going to Emerald City Comic Con early next year. I think it's in mid-March. And Copic has a booth at Emerald City. And I actually talked with some of the people at Copic to make sure that they were going to be there. And they will be. So I can stock up on my refills, because getting refills here in Canada, they're very, very expensive, and they don't always have the colors that I need in stock. So I'm super excited to do a giant shop-a-thon at Copic. And I'm going to go to their booth if they'll let me before the doors open. Because holy shit, they sell out fast. Like really freaking fast, especially of some of the colors that are more common or you would want to use them. Like I think they only bring 2 refills of every color. And thankfully they have every color, but they don't bring that many refills. So I am going to go clean them out first thing. Okay. 7 years. Oh, thank you so much, Perrin. That is so kind of you. All right, so you guys are going to be hearing a ton of squeakage from my markers. So I want to leave some spots completely white. And right here, there would be a little ring, I think, where her hair would be white. And right now, you can't see, you can barely see the difference between the yellow and the white because this yellow is so light. But as I continue to go over it and layer it on and add more colors, you'll be able to see it better. Yeah, it's true, Steve. But I think they also just have so many colors. I don't think they can travel with all that much and still be mobile because like their whole setup probably fills a truck and then some. You know, I thought about that, and at some points Copic was doing things like that, but I think that they're such a big company now, and there's so many artists that use their stuff. It's kind of like get there as quickly as you can or order it online and be a big girl and boy. So because I don't live in the States, I'm gonna try to cut that line and see if they'll let me in a few minutes early. A couple years ago they did. I was like, guys, please, please let me buy them. The show opens in a couple hours. Can I come by now? Oh, thank you so much, Rock Trooper. All right, so I moved this a little bit too much. I won't tell your boss, Larry. All right, so now I'm gonna try some YR31. And I'm a little bit cautious with YR31. The reason being that it is a little bit, see, I'm gonna move this down a little bit. It's a little bit brighter yellow and a little too yellow in my opinion, sometimes. Depends on what I'm using it for. But for this really light ash tone hair, sometimes it's just too much. So I'm gonna give it a shot and see. Yeah, okay, for her, I think it's gonna work, especially also because her red is very vibrant. And if I go too light on her hair, it's gonna make her hair look too close in color to her skin. So honestly, whatever color is surrounding definitely helps you know what kind of intensity to do the rest of the colors. Like if she was in all pastel and I still wanted to show that she had light blonde hair, I wouldn't use this color. Oh, thank you, Treknut. And, or like, okay, here's a good one. I like to wear feathers in my hair for conventions. I don't on shows usually. Actually, I don't think I ever have on a Twitch stream just because it's a little intense. But I'll wear red feathers in my hair for conventions, and I'll put makeup on and feel like I don't look like a ghost, and I'm extremely pale, so looking like a ghost is a concern for me. I wish I wasn't so pale, but you know, you can't win them all. And so as soon as I put those red feathers in my hair, I instantly look like I'm dying of like a very terrible stomach flu or something, because I'm so pale. It's what color my skin is next to, you know? So in this case, because she's got all this vibrant red going on, and there's going to be so much more red, making her hair vibrant as well will work. I could always claim to be goth, I know. Oh, that is so cool, Arrow. Thank you. And then what I do to kind of temper down the yellow is I'll mix in some of the colors that I use for skin tone. And it works really nicely to add in the shadows without having to go more and more orange. Blonde hair, and I've looked at so much blonde hair because it's so interesting, truly. The layers of color and all the different shades inside. And most of the time, it's not like they're going more orange. Any blonde girl that I've read anything about professionally dyeing your hair blonde, the kiss of death is when your hair looks brassy. So the last thing I want to do is insert brassiness into her hair by going orange. That's what I would look like if I tried to bleach my hair, is some brassy ass orange, terrible looking color. So I use tans and deeper skin tones in her hair. Okay, so just carrying on with more blending, and I have E43 and E42, so I'm going to work with those a little bit in her hair as well for these shadowy portions. Oh, how did the dyeing of my hair go? Guys, I am aggressively cheating. I will I will fess up and tell you I have hairspray that is tinted, and so I can cover my roots with tinted hairspray, and that's what's happening right now because I didn't make it to the store to buy my hair dye. I buy a special type of hair dye that you can only find at Sally Beauty Supply, and there are none near me. They're quite far away, and I couldn't make it this weekend, so I'm spraying my hair. Tinted hairspray, that's right. That you can find anywhere, and I just buy a dark brown tinted hairspray. I'm so aggressively cheating. I was hoping I wouldn't have to fess up to that one, but Anthony got me. Thank you, Anthony. I hope it's not too obvious. Hello, Philip. So right now I'm using E43 because this part is in shadow. It's covered by her face and her face mask. And I'll be doing that throughout this whole section where the mask is creating a shadow onto her hair. And then in other parts, I'm not going to do that much shade. What color are my roots? White. White as a ghost. Mike, I told people on the stream a few days ago because I was having a hat hair kind of day. I started graying at 15 years old. And for someone who has black hair like I do, or extremely dark brown hair, It's very, very obvious. And, and so now I have to dye my hair, and I've been dyeing it since I was 16 and started graying at 15. And my 16-year-old son, who's blonde, so it doesn't show up very much, already has a gray patch in the back of his head. So it runs in my family. Yeah, it's a huge contrast. My mom's sister just let her hair be its natural color, and she was fully white by 30 or 35. Hello, Sketchy McSketchington. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Mike. That means so much, aw. All right, so this part would also be in shadow. So I'm just doing the base yellow layer, and then I'll go in and put in some of the same skin tones that I use. So I'm using E42 and E43. Thank you, Sketchy. That's so nice of you. Lurk away. Yeah. Aw. Sorry, Mike. But you see, with guys, you could just buzz your head and then you look amazing. Yes, that only old people get gray, whitish hair. That's true, the Red Gamer. It's all, I mean, I think most of it is just genetics and, you know, what your family history is like. And mine is definitely white young. Booty Guns, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, that's true. Oh, thank you, Trek Nut. The white hair gene comes from Vikings. Oh, I feel so much more badass now. Oh, thank you, Mike. That means a lot. It just means I have to put a lot more color on my face or I look like I'm dying. Tom, hello! All right, I'm just gonna bring in one more deeper shade. So I'm checking what color I want to do. Okay, E31 is pretty decent. So E43 is the one I'm using right now. And I think E31 should work. Might be audio. Thank you so much for the follow. I wish. No, I'm not a Viking. We were talking about graying hair because I needed to dye my hair last week and this week as well. So people were asking me if I had how the hair dye went, and it hasn't happened yet. I'm cheating. All right, that was too light. So E31 was not dark enough. So I'm going to try E55 right here. I just need to push this further away from her face. And also I was feeling like in this little corner right there, it wasn't, there wasn't enough of a contrast from her hair to her skin. There we go. Oh, I sure hope so. Todd Naka is amazing. Him and his wife are such nice people. Oh, the chart you can get online. It's called the Hex chart. And you can get it. Do I have it written down here? I should have a link. Erasers, mechanical pencil. No, I don't have the Hex chart written in there. Okay, well, I'll get that Hex chart written in, but you can get it at sandyalnock.com. So it's SandyAllnock.com. Perfect. Yeah, and you can just, there's a downloadable link right there, and it's changed my life as far as coloring with Copic markers. Yeah. Oh, yay. Yeah, I'm glad you agree, Rock Trooper. Oh, hello, DC. I'm doing great. I hope all is well for you. Oops. Prince JMC, thank you so much for the follow. Oh, I think she, at least when I got it a few years ago, she was already charging for the Hex chart. But I mean, the amount of time that it must have taken for her to figure that out. I mean, the fact that she's only charging like $6, it's so worth the price. Yes. And a good deal, I think. It's completely changed my life as far as using Copic markers and shaved off so much time from what it used to take me to do that. Yeah, and it really depends, Central Park. If that's good enough for you, then for sure keep that. For me, I found it to be very frustrating. And you guys know I adore all things Copic, but their chart, it's to find the color closest to what you're trying to work with is impossible to do on the Copic chart. Because Copic is listing it in a lot of ways by their coding system and why they choose all the different numbers they choose, which I really don't care about. I just want to know what color is the closest in shade to what I'm doing. True. I don't have nearly all the colors, as you guys can see, but I feel like I don't need much more than this. Honestly, I don't need any more than I have now. I will buy more because I want more, but I can pretty much accomplish anything I need to with this many colors, and I've kind of tried and proven that since I do commissions all the time. And do a series where I color the interiors with Copic markers, and I haven't found that I needed any more. Yeah. I used to be testing the markers on the side to see which one was the closest and which one would work the best for what I was trying to do, and it was just driving me crazy. So... But I completely understand that for a lot of people, the Hex chart, the chart that Copic gives you is enough, and that's amazing. I mean, if you can, save your time and your money. But I love her chart. Oh no, they didn't? Arg. We put a note in there. All right, Adam, message me on Facebook. And I already have a few other ones that I owe you, or there's a contact information on my website. Email that, or however you want to do it, and we'll figure that out. Oh, hello, Prince. Oh, it's Gareth. Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm really not good with keeping the Twitch names in clear. Yeah. Yes, it's a hair day. All right, now I'm switching to E42, so it's going to kind of tone down that yellow a little bit, which I'm trying to do. Now I'm using E55. All right, so I just did a bunch with YR31, and now I'm going to go in with YR30 and blend the edges of it. Okay, and E42. Oops, wrong one. Oh, that sounds awesome, Travis. You got the ghost pepper? Did you eat it, DC? Oh my God. I've watched YouTube videos where people are eating that ghost pepper and it is intense. I'm glad you're back, Anthony. Jesus. Did you eat it like just now, DC? All right, so I'm not too worried about going over the lines here on this this hairband looking thing right here because it's part of her red mask. It's gonna get completely covered up by the red. I've never tried ghost pepper. Yeah, right? I've seen videos and people are like sweating and like big grown scary dudes that like look like nothing could scare them were like tearing up and freaking out and needing to call the hospital, and I'm sure some of it is dramatics just because, you know, it's for YouTube, but they did not look like they were having a good time at all. I love spicy food, but ghost pepper is where I draw the line. Just saying. I'm like one of those people that has sriracha packets in their purse. Legit, I do. If I had my purse with me, which I think it's downstairs, I would show you that I have sriracha packets in my purse. That sounds awful, Shane. Really? A spoonful of cinnamon is just as bad? I can't picture it being just as bad, Arrow. I have a feeling it's gotta be worse. Alright, I'm going to turn it around so I can have this going the easiest way for my hand. Yeah, I don't think I could do it. That's just too scary for me. Oh, thank you, DC. Are you okay? You're just like, today's a great day to torture myself. Bring it on. Like, why did you decide to do it? Were you challenged to do it? Did it make you like legitimately almost die? See, now I'm just like so morbidly curious. Do tell. You're the first person I've actually talked to that's tried it. Oh my God, you're so amazing, Adam. And I'm so very, very sorry that you didn't get the right print on that. We will fix it. Just message me or email me and we'll take care of it. Okay, this E55, it's called Light Camel. And I really, really like it for hair tone. It's been perfect. So now I know. If I remember. A couple times I've actually had to like check back a Twitch stream to try to remember what marker I used because I can't remember. Oh, thank you so much, Sloppy Octopus. Oh my God. No, Adam, you caught that, and so it should have been fixed. You know, it's probably my fault because I put a note, but I didn't, I don't know that I emailed them to like really highlight that. So that could be my fault. So anyway, yeah, email me and we'll figure it out. And thank you so much for your order. Treknut, you're mean. That's mean. Oh, I see. Okay, you're not mean. I take it back. But I was forgetting everything too, so it applies. All right, so more of the YR31 color, but I'm gonna go a little easier on the shading on this side because this is where the light source is. So I'm gonna need to make a solid attempt at reining myself in. I'm not very good at it. Oh, wow. Thank you so much for the raid, Janny Lee. Oh, I love it. Yay. Thank you so much for the raid. Mwah, so much love to you guys. So cool. I looked up. Thank you all so much for the raid. This is amazing. So for everyone that's raiding, thank you so much for joining in on the stream. My name is Dawn McTeigue, and I'm a comic book artist. And right now I am working on a commission. We are being overrun. That's right. Thank you so very much. So I'm coloring with Copic Markers. I finished inking this on Twitch yesterday. And I did a commission contest where someone could win a sketch from me. So I'm giving them their sketch now. And this is what I'm working on currently. And I'm coloring it with Copic Markers. So if you have any questions about markers or comic art or anything like that, I am here for you. And then I'm also just here to hang out and have fun. Thank you so much for the follow, Geodur. Yes, this is awesome. Symbiote, hello. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Devin. I didn't even know you were on here. Yeah, so some of the art that I've done before you can see on the little slideshow. And yes, I am trying to get this sketch done because I want it to reach the person by Christmas, and I'm trying to hurry so that it gets in the mail quickly. Gianni, yeah, I know. I need to thank her big time. If she's still here, thank you so much, Gianni Lee. Oh, you are. Thank you, Gianni. I really, really, really appreciate the raid. I'm so grateful. Right, I need to put my markers down so I give a proper heart. Hearts to all of you. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. And am I pronouncing your name correctly, Gianni Lee? I need to go follow you right away. Gianni. I am following right now. Thank you so much for the raid. And I followed you, love. Narakuyosuke, thank you so much for the follow. Twitch criminal. Gianni Lee. Okay. All right. See you later, Mike. Thank you so very much for hanging out. Yes, thank you all so much for the follows. I really appreciate it. So I just started on Twitch in June, I believe. And before that, I used to do Facebook live streaming, but I'm still in my first year of streaming right now. But I will keep streaming and keep going and hopefully entertain. Thank you all so much for the follows. I really appreciate it. I haven't set myself up for bits yet. Yes, thank you, Central Park. And that's Gianni Lee for bringing all the people. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't have them set up right now. Right now, it's a free channel. Thank you all for trying to give me some. That's so kind of you. I love it. You guys are amazing. Hey, Jeff. Oh, Sheldon, I'm so sorry to hear that. Weep. Kat, thank you so much for the follow. I am so sorry to hear about your uncle, Sheldon. That is so sad. Weep. All right, we are almost done here with her hair, and then we're back to reds. And reds are fun. Thank you so much again for the raid, everyone. What am I working on today? I am working on an Arrowette sketch. So this is an 8.5 by 11 commission for one of the people that won my commission contest for Christmas. So this one is the prize number 2. It's an 8.5 by 11 bust sketch. And then I'm working on a few of the other prizes. Hopefully, if I have time, I'll do them today. Oh, Gianni, thank you so much for the follow. So I have some 4x6 cards that were also some prizes that people could win. So this one is finished. And then I'm working on Storm and Wonder Woman. I'm just not done with them yet. But these ones I'm going to hopefully mail out all 4 of these prizes tomorrow. So I'm trying to finish this up. Oh, thank you, Tom. I will get back to Witchblade as soon as these things are in the mail. So the minute everything is in the mail from the commission contest, then I will go right back to Witchblade. Oh, thank you so much. I can't see the name. Let me try. Udri, thank you so much for liking the blonde chick. Yay! Thank you, Moisty. So, I am going through using Copic markers right now, and I'm blending a few different colors to get the blonde that I want. And for anyone who uses Copic markers, I can't suggest this chart enough. It's a downloadable chart that you can get off of sandyalnock.com. You can see it right there. And you can color in all the squares of which colors you own. And it helps you choose the right colors for matching. So that's how I'm able to choose my colors. And it has changed my life as far as coloring with Copic markers. So these parts, the markers are going to be, I'm going to use a lot of the yellow because this is not facing the light. This is in shadow. So we would use the darker colors. Yes, the red dress has been approved. It has. He just doesn't want it to be the same as the red in the comic book. He wants it to be a slightly different red. So I need to look into that. No wonder booty, huh? I don't know. Oh, thank you, Mark. Oh, I'm sorry. Copic is the marker that I'm using. So this is the type of marker I'm using. And it's just a brand of marker, and you can refill them. So I like them a lot for that reason. Oh, yeah? I really try not to, Jeff Comic. It's literally the worst. I really try to not let it look like me. And I don't know why it is that happens. I do know that a lot of other artists get told the same thing, that their art looks like them. For some people, you know, their art looks like their spouse or their children, and I guess it's just what you happen to see. But I promise I try very hard not to let my art look like me. And yeah, I work really hard on that one. And I'm not like, oh, I'm that self-obsessed that I'm going to draw myself today. Like, I really don't. You did your tree. Yay! I honestly had never heard of Arrowette until he asked me to draw it. And I'm ashamed to say that. Yeah, that's a great way to do it, Rock Trooper. Usually I'm just like, oh my God. I'm always so happy that I'm drawing a character that doesn't have blonde hair that doesn't have black hair, because I'm like, oh, thank God, for once I won't be told that my art looks like me. Oh, thank you, Travis. That is so nice of you. Are you serious, Tom? That sounds amazing. Lyndon would be so jealous. That's so nice of you, Sheldon. I would not like that, so I'm not going to be drawing that. I try really, really hard to change things. If I think it's starting to look like me, please know, everyone, it's super unintentional. I don't particularly care for being told that my art looks like me, so I try really hard to make that not happen. And so I try really hard. I don't know what it is, and so believe me when I say it's unintentional. Super unintentional. What happened to Udry? Have I done any League of Legends work? No, I haven't. Well, I guess I've done some commissions, I think, but I haven't done any professionally for the game or anything like that. Okay, there we go. Hair is done. Woot! If I need to go in and add any more pops and shadows and stuff, I can do that afterwards, because unlike skin, Copic marker with hair, I can keep adding on to it, so we're fine. Okay, so now we will get to doing the reds. So these are the colors that I use for reds, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit so that it can focus properly. So these are my reds. Michael and Amanda, thank you for the follow. All right, so here we go. It's R24, 46, 39, and 89. And those are the colors that I use to make the red. I'm trying to accept it, Shane. And like, Dan's always telling me that there's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't, it's not a bad thing, so just chill out, and I just can't. Bingo time! Okay, so the rest of her outfit is red. Even the little arrows are red. Well, the tips of the arrows. I don't know that I'll make that red in the back. I need to check and find out what color her quiver is. And then the tip of her arrow is silver. So that one will be nice and easy to do. And that I'll do with cool gray. So at least there's a few other pops of color. Not too much, Shane. That was good. Thank you, Anthony. All right, so I start with R24, which is prawn, and I am using a dab pad. So I keep this to dab off any excess ink with the markers. The markers are refillable and it's easy to overfill them. So I just do a little dab like this to make sure that it's not going to spill on the artwork. There's your Wonder Booty, Anthony. Her quiver's red with a gold ring at the top. Okay, thank you. Oh, whoops, you guys. I need to go answer the doorbell. I will be right back. I have to go answer the door. Mwah! I'll be right back. Yes, can you get it, please? Just don't open it. Okay, I'm back. Yes, postman. Well, I got my oldest son, he's got a stomach ache today, so he's home from school. So he went and got the box, or whatever it is. I just gave him extremely strong instructions not to open it. All right, so I don't really have to worry about blending as well here. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this section as well, and then I'll take care of both at the same time. Now I got to be real careful around her face. We are not trying to get a big red mark on her chin. That would not be good. Oh, hello, Mystery Artistry. Oh, thank you, Agent Nerd. DC Bright. I can remember. I'm sorry. Thank you, DC. I hope he feels better too. We're trying to figure out why his stomach is bothering him. Oh, no. Legitimately, it is Shade. He is extremely intense about his school and his grades, and he is very upset that he is not at school right now. Thankfully, I'm very, very fortunate. I can't take any credit for it. That's him, but yeah, I have a good boy. Wow, that is amazing, Dan. Yay! Hello, Lino. Well, I don't know. Okay, thank you so much, DC. Are you serious, Dan? I had no idea that they did that. Well, Lore got it off the front porch. Hopefully it's not anything that he's not supposed to know about. Yeah, he knows not to look. He was very careful about even coming in here because I had a box on the bed. He's being good. I think once you're old enough that you understand what a bummer it is to get your Christmas present ruined for yourself, you don't want to do it to yourself. Thank you so much for the follow, Anatoly. Oh my god, that is so terrible. MG9, thank you so much for the follow. And if anybody has like game related names and I'm just destroying them with how I read them, I really apologize, you guys. I'm not a gamer, so I don't know it. So I have a feeling I've ruined a few people's names by saying it wrong. Please don't be mad. Yeah, Canada Post is so messed up right now. Like, I went to go mail off some of the Christmas packages, and usually you have options, like, you can pay more for 2-day shipping or express shipping or all of these different things, and now there's no option. We'll mail it for you or we won't mail it for you. Take your pick. I'm like, oh my god, it's the worst. Oh, Surdy Art, thank you so much for the follow. Oh, thank you, Mystery Artistry. This is why I have such messy markers. Check it out. Oh my god. Oh, thanks, baby. Thank you. That's good to know, Sheldon. Thank you, Dan. Hidden camera, thank you so much for the follow. Well, she's supposed to be young. Oh, thanks, Shane. You know what, Chromophage? I'm not sure the Forest Lord is the one who's helping me schedule all of that. So we're still looking into finding all the dates and figuring out exactly what we're doing next year. So it's still a work in progress. At the moment, I don't think so. All right, so I'm using R39 right now. It's garnet. And I just need to get a good handle on where exactly everything would be casting shadows. Because in my mind, this is the top of her goggles. This section behind the actual goggles is like an additional portion, right? Which I think it makes sense, because when she pulls her goggles down, it would add a little bit more design element up at the top of her forehead. Oh, thank you, Perrin. Have a good one. Anything Dallas? Again, not right now, because I did Dallas this last year. So usually I skip a year for shows. Unless it's like in Calgary, which I never skip Calgary. And people will just have to forgive me on that one. It's literally right here. Oh, thank you, Hidden Camera. Oh, but you didn't know who I was then. Fair enough, fair enough. Oh, you're awesome, Shane. I'm looking forward to meeting you in Edmonton. You're going to come to the Edmonton Expo, yeah? Or are you thinking to come to Calgary? All right, so now I am using R89. There we go. Oh, thank you so much, Mystery Artistry. Yeah, that's the point, is you're supposed to pull them down, I think. I don't have Snapchat. I am maxed out. I kind of have Twitter. I kind of pretend I have Twitter because I just shoot Instagram links to Twitter, but I'm a giant fail on Twitter. I pretty much am doing okay on Facebook, and then I try. I give it a solid college try with Instagram. Oh, wow, Shane. You got the snooty on today. Oh, yes. That's true, Philip. All right. That went so quick. I'm really surprised. So now I'm going to get going on the rest. Woot! No pressure. So in order to give some depth to all of these, I'm going to need to be pretty contrasty with the shadows on all of them. Oh, hello, Juan Solo. Oh, thank you, Arrow. That is so kind of you to say. What time I'm streaming till today? Oh, you know, if I'm not done with this by 4, I will stop at 4. But I'm going to try to stream for a good while to get some momentum going and get this piece wrapped up. Oh no, I forgot to do pretzel. Get some music going. Sorry, everybody. Fail. Oh, it's because we got a really amazing raid. And that's always so handy. Okay, so 4 p.m. my time is in 2 hours. So I'm planning to go for another 2 hours. No, thank you, Shane. No, Juan. We would make sure everybody knew when it was a party. Completely understood, Mystery. I'll be here. All right. So I've put the prawn down on there. And so I'm going to start using some reds and deeper maroon colors. All right, there we go. Now I'm just going to use some darker colors to show that some of them are in front of other ones. I'm sure there will be more Waffle Man art. No, you're amazing, Anthony. Thank you so much. And I am sorry that you're not feeling well. That sucks. Oop, wrong color. Okay, so now I'm using R39. And I'm going to just start shading in some of the ones that are in the background. You know what? I really appreciate you doing the work on that and figuring it out, Tom. You're amazing. If Arrow is okay, on which one we can choose, I'll think about it because it might be kind of nice to have some gold there just to kind of break it up since I'm going to have a red band and red jacket and red, all of these things are red. So the gold will help to break it up and then I'll do her buckle gold as well. Okay, the Forest Lord has spoken on Waffle Man. I know it's not my fault, but I feel sorry for you, Anthony. All right, now I'm using dark red, which is R89. To again push some a little further into the background. Aw, thank you, Tom. Oh, you know what? Negesses? I haven't. You know, I'll need to look him up. Sounds amazing. Nice, Dan. Oh, that's so nice of you to say, Negesses. Thank you. Or it's Negesis, right? I'm not sure. Anyway, thank you. That is so nice of you to say. I'm sure I always have tons to learn from other artists, so I will check them out for sure. I'm going to write them down, actually. VEXX. Check out. All right. I wrote it down so I don't forget. All right, guys, you know what? I've been trying not to get cold, but I am 100% cold because I'm sitting here doing nothing else. So I just need to go get his sweater. So I will be right back. I'm back. Waffle man. Yeah, I felt like coming back in a full fur coat and hat. Camellia Zoldyek, thank you so much for the follow. Churro Man can definitely be Mexican. Excuse me. Oh, that's awesome, DC. Thank you, hun. All right, we are back to more red. And I'm going to do her top now. And my Copic marker has a little beard. I really need to change its nib badly, and I keep forgetting. It's mostly because I do those flicks where I flick the Copic onto a piece of paper or something, and it does destroy the nibs a lot faster than they normally would. And Amara, thank you so much for the host. Thank you so much for hosting me. You're such a sweetheart, Tom. Thank you. Please not on IMAX. Oh, dear God. The thought of being on someone's TV is already like, oh, I just have to like block that out because you guys are so awesome. Thank you. Yeah, right? Thank you so much for the host on Inmer. And if I'm saying your name wrong, please correct me. It would be terrifying, Tom. Absolutely the thing of nightmares. Oh, creating art. Thank you. Oh, is Levi here? I don't see Levi. Oh, yes. Levi, hello. I said it right. Okay, thank you. Greetings, humanoids. I love that, Trek Nut. Yes, they sure will, Dan. Let's just kill everyone. No, I sure couldn't, Tom. That would be the worst. Yeah, please no. Now I am completely self-conscious, Tom. Negasis, these are all, everything is red. Her whole outfit is completely red. So yeah, all of it will have the same red toning throughout. There's another version that she has an actual hood, and she has a red and purple outfit. But I decided to just go with the red outfit, not the purple one with the hood. Oh, thank you, Nick. How do I say your name? Negasis? Negasis? Negasis. Okay. No, thank you, TrekNut. You know what, Eosmada, I really wanted to do Awesome Con, and I think it was kind of in the plan, but I believe that we had a conflicting dates. So just 1 second, let me check. Because I have everything listed on a Google Drive folder for my convention schedule. So let me get 2019. Here we go. Okay, I can't remember when it was, but I know it was conflicting with another date. And I'm not sure which date it was. April 26 to 28. Okay, thank you. April 25 to 28 is Calgary, and that is an immovable date for me. I've already paid for it. I pay in advance. So yeah, that's why I wasn't going to do Awesome Con, because I really wanted to. And yeah, that's why. We really wanted to do it this year. Yeah, super bummer. I'm sorry about that. Thank you for wanting to meet me. That's so nice of you. You guys are awesome. How many cons am I doing? You know, I don't have everything planned out, but I know which ones I would like to do. And so far it's Emerald City, C2E2, so that's 2. Calgary, 3. MegaCon in Orlando. We're looking into Ottawa. Denver, we've already booked and paid for. I want to do Heroes Con. San Diego, I'm sort of maybe not. Then we maybe Dragon Con. We signed up for it, but it can take up to 45 days for you to get approved. And I've never done Dragon Con before, so I have no idea if I'm going to get in or like anything. And then Edmonton Expo and New York Comic Con. So far that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now usually I do between 14 and 17 a year, so I have a few more spots that I could do. What date is when? Denver Comic Con is May 31st to June 2nd. Phoenix? No Phoenix. Dallas, you guys are awesome. Okay, and someone's saying that Kathy Russo is asking me a question. Okay, let me find a question from Kathy. Oh, did I still want the comic? I do want the comic, Kathy. Super bad. I just haven't had a chance to contact you. I'm so sorry. I am really behind. But as soon as I'm done with all these sketches, then I can think properly. And then I'll start getting the answers to you. Well, guys, the Forest Lord is seeing all of your suggestions, and he's the one that's helping me manage my convention booking and all of that. I used to do all of my own booking, but now Dan is helping me, and I'm so grateful. So, yes, he's seeing this list as well. Yeah, I've done WonderCon a few times. WonderCon was the first place that I went to as, actually exhibiting as opposed to attending. So San Diego I went to, and that was the first con I'd ever been to in my life. San Diego 2009, and I was there as an attendee, and it was amazing and terrifying. And even then, we don't always do Edmonton. And so I'm not doing Toronto this year. And I had told a bunch of people that I saw in Toronto that I was planning on rebooking. That didn't happen because we've been saving and are doing a massive family reunion that happened to be scheduled around what is normally Fan Expo Canada, but they changed their dates. And so now it's right on Fan Expo Canada's dates. Thank you so much, Kathy. It's so nice of you to even offer to let me buy that book off of you. You guys are amazing. Oh, thank you, Samantha. That's good to know. You're going to go to New York, DC? Oh my God, then I'll see you there. Woohoo! Vandelier, I am using a marker called Copic, C-O-P-I-C. Hopefully you can see that. I apologize. My markers are well loved and well used and very dirty. Oh, okay, Devin. I thought that was for this year. Like a failure. And I'm like, I can't make it. Yes, this is the sketch version. I just have a preference to the brush tip side. And it's just a personal preference thing. Oh, well, it's so sweet of him. Please thank Robert, Kathy. That's awesome, Shane. Okay, there we go. One side is done, and then I'm going to work on the other side. It's nice that I can sort of break these up into little sections because coloring big areas with Copic is considerably more challenging. Oh yeah, Levi. Whoops. Well, that's awesome, DC. If it works out, you definitely gotta come say hi. For sure. I haven't signed up for New York Comic Con 2019 yet because they don't put their signups up for Artist Alley until May-ish, I think. So I'm still waiting on that, but I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that I'll get in. Because I've kind of found the like little secret recipe is to not try to get in every year. So I've waited, I've held my horses, and I'm hoping that they'll let me in next year. Yay! That's awesome, Adam. A little slow, but oh well. Yeah, I would love to go. I just need to decide if I should. San Diego is a tough one to do. It's right in the middle of summer break for my kids. It's long. It's very, very expensive. All that. Aw. Well, thanks, Levi. Sorry guys, I think the marker is getting a little bit dry. So it's starting to squeak a little bit more. And I found with this particular color, it's called Prawn. It's the lightest one I use for reds. It's R24. It's a really, really beautiful color, and it's such a nice undertone for red. The one catch with it I've found is that it dries very light compared to a lot of the other colors. Like Copic in general dries lighter, but this one really dries lighter. So that's why I go over it a fair few times to really saturate the paper. Squeaky breast. Which one are you going to, Travis? Oh, I'm getting to go to San Diego. Oh my goodness, that's awesome, Travis. Congratulations. All right, so this is the prawn color, and you know, the more I have to refill this one, the happier I am, because if any of you remember, a few months ago, I refilled it with the wrong color. So I'm still trying to fix that massive mistake. I'm using a paper called Cougar Super Smooth. Or now I think it's called Digital Smooth or something. Yeah, it is closer. That's for sure, DC. Okay. Lid's on. This goes away. Where do I find that paper? I get it at a printer. You can't find it at art stores. It's a printing paper, technically. So paper supply warehouses and printers will have it in North America. I heard that it's a little harder to locate in the rest of the world, but I'm working on finding a really good substitute so that I can make a good recommendation for you guys. It looks like a bottle of blood. Yeah. No, you're so sweet, Tom. Thank you. So now I'm using R46, which is strong red. Izan Gone, thank you so much for the follow. So now I'm just blending the edges of the red with the prawn. Well, those are very solid choices, Tom. I respect those, and I will give you that one big time. I would too. It is thick, Adam. It's I'd say the closest thing that you could compare it to is if you go into an art store and you get some Bristol board. This is kind of the same thing, but very, very smooth and very hot pressed. That's right. Oh, Devin, you're such a sweetheart, and I'm so sorry. Yeah, well, I think that's what it's named after. Oh, that is so cool, Eric. Thank you. And his line book is awesome. So good. Definitely worth getting. Oh, yeah. Okay. With my paper, yes, it comes at least, I guess, the closest size to 11 by 17 that this paper supplier makes is 12 by 18. And then we just get it, well, I can't say I do jack shit. My paper people, they cut it down to size for me, and I buy it in a full box at a time. And it's like, cost me like $150. Types of pens are you using? Okay, thank you so much, Shane. Yeah, I do. I buy a pallet of Super Smooth. That's right. A giant ass box. Yes, Canadian. But then I buy the box, but then it's handled by the printer. They cut it for me. They print my art board template on it. Let me show you guys my template. I just need to move some shit around. Okay, here we go. So there's some art on this one, but it's just the piece of paper I had. So this is my template that I get printed onto it. So all of this is additional cost, but for me, it's completely worth it. I'm very attached to this paper, and I love it. So until I find something comparable, this is what I'm going to stick with. So here is the art with the printed stuff on, and then it's cut down to 11 by 17 size. Oh, I was very surprised. It's extremely reasonable. I don't know if I'm allowed to even say the price, but I did. Oh, okay. The drawing, I actually just found this in my sketch pages downstairs. This is a sketch that I was working on, and I ended up using it similarly, but JP Roth wanted me to draw it smaller because I was just going too big and it was going to take too long. But this is a page for Divinica issue 2 about Nokomis. So this is the warrior Hiawatha walking through a flaming path of fallen warriors. So I made them all kind of lying in flame. No, thank you, Anthony. See, guys, I can draw dudes. Eric, yes, that is 100% the plan. I am the one that is going to be the major problem if I don't have it by Emerald City, and that is because I want to fix the cover art. I want to change the way that I colored it. I learned some stuff while I was working on the Lady Death piece, and I want to put that into practice on my art book, and as such, I am the gigantic bottleneck at the moment. Dan is always my reference. He's like literally a Greek god, and he's fantastic. Actually, you know what? His body is better than a Greek god because I don't know. They I think their method of working out was just different, and so I think that bodies nowadays and fit bodies just look a little better. And so Dan looks better. True. Very true, Devin. I'm the worst. Did I finish which piece? Oh, yes, I did, Anthony. You know what? I might even have the comic book here, and I can show you how it ended up looking. Hold, please. If I have the Nokomis book in my drawer, which I thought I did, me and my giant piles of comic books. Oh, let's keep looking. Here's another sketch I need to finish that I'm not done with. Lol. I'm still looking. Here's a few sketches I'm saving for fun things for people. Let's see what we'll use them for. And, yes, I found it. I have it. Yay! Okay. Oh, Dan. Yes, that is what I said, Steve. Okay, so this is the comic book. This is Nokomis. Sorry, everybody, boobies. This is the Song of Hiawatha. And so I'm just looking for the page. Oh, yeah, here we go. So this is what it ended up being. So she didn't want the warrior path spanning 2 full pages. Yes, I covered it. So that sketch, I don't know where I put it. Guys, I'm such a disaster in my drawer. Disaster. Where did I put that piece of paper? Oh, here we go. So yeah, this was the sketch for it in planning it out. And so I ended up just doing one side of the warrior path, I think. And then he was just standing in front of the water. So this is what the final piece ended up looking like. And then they kind of, in the layout, merged this page with her hair flowing. And so you can see the hair lines kind of flowing faintly here because they were kind of superimposed together. But this is what the page ended up looking like. So these are the fallen warriors in like a flame path that he was walking through. And so this was all, I didn't ink this. And so this is 100% done. It was final penciled in like a sketchy style. And then I just went over it with Copic. So all of this whole book was colored with Copic marker. All of this is Copic marker. The only thing that I didn't do in Copic marker was I put the war paint on him digitally. So the war paint was put on digitally because sometimes he had the war paint and sometimes he didn't. But other than that, this is the whole book is done in Copic marker. Oh, and here's the other side. Oh, so maybe I did draw both sides. Lol. Anyway, this is the warrior path again. I don't know if Divinica, whoops, sorry, covering. I don't know if Divinica is on Comixology, to be perfectly honest. Yep, I covered them again. Thank you. Oh, thank you, DC. All right, so let's put all this stuff away so that I can keep drawing. Lol. Sorry, everybody. Don't get mad at me. It's art. All right. So now I'm just going to go, whoops, one more book. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and use the dark red, which is R89, for just a darker shadow right here. And it's actually good that the Copic marker has dried somewhat, because then this shadow will actually show up better. Yes. Oh, don't worry about it, Anthony. Oh, how many sheets of paper? To be honest, I'm not sure. It was anywhere between 100 and 150, I think. I'm trying to draw the Joker a little bit more scary because I almost need to exaggerate him even more so that I can find my own style for him. Does that make sense? Like where you got to swing the pendulum like way far in the other direction to kind of bring yourself back to what is the right look for you to draw the Joker, because everybody kind of has their way of illustrating the Joker, and I don't draw him enough to have my way, so I'm trying things. Yeah, Heath Ledger was the best Joker, in my opinion. All right, now I'm going to work on this other small spot. Yeah, it ended up being so much better for me that I just buy a whole box, and then the printer keeps it for me because they cut it for me. They do all of that. Like this is the same paper from the same box as my drawing paper, but then they'll just cut it to whatever size I need. And it's worked out much better. My previous printer, I would just buy them one sheet at a time, and the cost was extreme. Like, you know, a few bucks a sheet. So it's really nice that I can now work with someone that will like let me buy it in bulk, and then they just store it for me. So they are awesome. I really like the guy that's playing the Riddler, just since you brought it up, Trucknut. I think that the actor who plays the Riddler in the Gotham series is awesome. I really like him. I think that the whole casting of the whole Gotham series is really amazing. It's taken me a little while to warm up to the girl who plays Selina Kyle. So, you know, I have my moments where I really love her and then other times where I'm not so sure. But you know what? She's doing a really good job. So even if she's not quite the Audrey Hepburn style idea that I had in my mind of what Catwoman should look like, she's still doing an excellent job. So I don't want to diss her in any way. But I think that the casting in general has just been kick ass. You like Selina Kyle from the start, see, and that's awesome. I haven't, but I'm coming around to it. True, she's not Catwoman yet. And she's really young, you know? Oh, the kid who's playing Bruce Wayne is really good. I have mad respect for that kid. He is doing so well. And I love Alfred. I love him. He's such a badass. Okay, I'll give you that one, Juan Solo. I felt that there was a little bit of maybe like overacting or like being a cameo of the character or something. Like it was really, I don't know, but I've come to really like her too. Oh yes, Eric, you definitely need to give it a try, big time. Yes, Gotham. All right, I am getting the reference that was sent to me. Thank you again, Craig. Let me get that. Here we go. Thanks, Adam. Yes, lots of squeaking, Juan. Okay, so it's all red. And then in some places she has red fingers, and in others she has fully gloved purple fingers. So I'm going to do the red on red, not the purple, because in the purple one she has a hood and a long sleeve shirt and stuff. So I'm not going to do that. Oh, interesting, DC. Wow, she's older than I thought. All right, I realized that she should probably have the top of her shirt right here. Yeah, we would see it just right here. So I'm going to ink that in real quick. Let me make sure this is in the right spot. Yes. All right, inking pens. One more hour. 4 o'clock my time, because I need to go pick up the kids at 4. Sorry, Steve. All right, there we go. That little spot is fixed and everything is red, but I think it's gonna make it harder to color, but just so that there's a little bit more gold tied in, I'm gonna make the little grommets or connector pieces on the sides, I'm gonna make them gold like I'm gonna make the top of her quiver gold, so that there's a little bit of gold, and then there's going to be another pop of gold on her buckle. So there's just a couple little bits of color pops here and there to give some contrast. I do celebrate Boxing Day, Philip, and I am 100% going to shop my little heart out on Boxing Day. Yeah, I hear you, Juan. I like it that way. Yes, it's going to be so fun. Boxing Day for the win! And Dan has promised me that he will go with me. And so I'm holding him to it. It's happening, babe. Yeah, Boxing Day is December 26th. And here in Canada... and is it something that they do in England as well? Yeah, we're going to go shopping. And the thing is we always try, and there's no parking at any of the malls or any of the shopping places that I want to go. Now, Dan hates being stuck in traffic. So this year, the grandparents are visiting. And the grandparents are not aware of this yet, but they're going to watch the kids, and Dan and I are going to shop. I'm going to shop probably till Dan drops because his tolerance is considerably less than mine. Okay, so you guys have it there too. That's awesome. Oh, really? Well, I don't think that it would. Devin, because we're seeing the inside. I thought about this for a long time because it looks like it should, but the lacing is on the front of the wrist. I mean, the front of the arm, right? On this part of your forearm. So on the other hand, we're seeing this side, and it's not on the top of the hand. If you look at the glove, right? It's not at the top. It's kind of right below the bend in the wrist. So as much as it's tempting me to think that it should be there, it shouldn't. That's right, Dan. Yes, it's like Black Friday in the US. It's pretty much Canada's Black Friday. Yeah, it really is deceptive. I thought about it for a long time because I thought the exact same thing. I don't know, Adam. I didn't design the outfit. You didn't know about the another Black Friday? And in some versions of her outfit, this part is sealed, and then in other versions, it's open. So I decided to just leave it sealed as opposed to doing skin here. But there were a couple versions where it was open. Yeah, it is flat leather on the inside, and that makes perfect sense too. It won't get caught. Yes, Juan, I'm full-time. I've been drawing for my whole life, but then professionally in comics for 6 years. Almost 7. In March, it'll be 7 years. Yeah, lacing on the inside would hinder the arrow, it's true. Oh, thank you, Philip. And thank you for being new here, Juan. That's awesome. Really appreciate having more people following me and all of that. Yes, Copic squeak. There's gonna be lots of it. Oh, is the music not playing again? What is happening? It's supposed to be playing. Hi, Rogerio. And is Devin leaving? Oh, okay. See you later, Devin. All right, now Pretzel is going. I'm so sorry, everybody. Just failed. Oh, my hands are filthy, DC. I'll show you guys at the end. Yeah, that's right, Central Park. Well, let me know if the music is working now. I think I turned on Pretzel, but I have to wait and be patient for it to start actually running, I guess, before I switch over back to Twitch. So I may have not waited long enough. Music is playing now. Yay! Yeah, that's a tough question to answer, Juan, but mostly it's just practice, you know, get tons and tons of practice, and then you're more than welcome to join. I have a group on my Facebook page for artists to post their own work, and then you can get feedback from other artists who are also working towards getting into comics or just drawing for fun, but you'll get a lot of encouragement there. And then, you know, it's start your own Instagram and Facebook pages, and just start trying to get your art out there. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, it's true, Tom, I would. Well, that's awesome too, Levi. And Trek, thank you. The non-artists are appreciated as well. So, you know, sometimes it's the non-artists that can catch something in the art, you know, that they don't necessarily know how much work it was to accomplish it or how hard it would be to fix the thing that they're suggesting, so they just suggest it. And in that way, non-artists are extremely valuable as well for feedback. Oh, thank you so much, Tom. I think we just call it Boop Squad now. Yeah, I know I need a Discord and all of those things. It's just, yeah, then it's another one to try to keep up with. EO01, thank you so much for the follow. Other than practice. I'm thinking. The Last Starfighter, hi. Oh, thank you so much, Tom. Yay. I would say I was very fortunate to have some friends that I was getting into comics with, and so we all helped each other get into comics. So you can see my whole kind of comic origin story and everything on my About page on my website. And I would say it comes down to, you know, teaming up with some people, getting critique from other artists, getting to conventions and meeting artists, taking your work to writers that you would like to draw for. I've kind of done all of those things, and from there, I'm not where I want to be in comics, but, you know, it's just that daily don't give up, work hard, keep trying thing. Yeah, I can draw, but I can't write to save my life, Levi. Oh, your Reaper was kick fucking ass, Adam. That was crazy. I'm kind of a big deal. Lol. Thank you, Tom. I don't feel like it. Oh, it's my pleasure, Juan. And if you are on Facebook, definitely join Boop Squad and post your work there. I want to see what you do. I love that, Levi. Aw, thank you, Tom. And send Shannon lots of love from me. I really appreciate that. That is so cool, Adam. Good night, or see you later, TrekNut. Sorry, I'm so used to saying good night because I leave. Everyone's usually leaving for bedtime. Have a good one. Thank you so much for hanging out. Oh, you guys are so sweet, Tom. Thank you so much. Aw, thank you, Tom. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and make these gold. And I'm still thinking I might even make the lacing gold. What do you think, Arrow? I'm fine either way, but it's just an idea to help it pop a little bit more. Who are my comic idols? J. Scott Campbell, Joe Benitez, Mark Silvestri, let me see. Oh, yeah. David Finch. Go for it? All right. Let's give it a shot. Arrow! So naughty. That is so awesome, Adam. Thank you so much, you guys. I really, really appreciate your support. It means the world. And thank you for your support even here on Twitch, that you guys are here with me. You know, it's always hard to sit on Twitch if you're like, there's 0 people there with you, you know, and you're kind of like, oh, I'm talking to the wall. So thank you all so much for being here. Lives are busy, and the fact that you take some of your time with me is not forgotten or overlooked. I'm so grateful. Yeah. Scott was definitely the winner as far as one person with their collection and bringing a stack. No, it was a full portfolio. Hey, Kara! Yay! We miss you, Kara. Oh, I missed whoever just followed me. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I would love to do that. How's it going with your house setup, Kara? Is everything going well? Slow going, but good. Yeah, it always takes forever. I still have a box of unpacked stuff I need to take care of. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. It's just finding the time to like unpack it all, and if it's something you don't use often, it's just, oh my God, no time. You don't, especially because it was just her birthday. That is amazing, DC. Well done. T-Views, thank you so much for the follow. Oh yeah, what did she win on Facebook? Oh, thank you, Jeff. I really appreciate it. I want a slice, Tom. Jess in 1989, thank you for the follow. Split personality, yeah. Oh, the kiddos do the cheese only one? Yeah. Oh, turkey pot pie sounds so good. Kara, I want that. Thank you, Kara. Yay. All right, I believe that the red is finished. I still can, you know, rethink some portions and change stuff, but yes. All right. Oh, wait. I think that her strap is also red. So I need to do that. But let's take a little break from red for a minute and do the gold part of her buckle and the top of her quiver. And then maybe also do the arrow spike part. Not the spike part. The actual arrow. I don't know what it's called. The wooden part. For real? That's what I'm supposed to say out loud? Sketchy McSketchington, you want to shoot with an arrow? Do you know how? Or are you frustrated about something? I'm looking for a marker, guys, so just 1 second. I'm looking for E23. Where the hell is E23? It's my color. What the hell? Oh, it's right here. Classic. I must have already taken it out for something. So I went over the line a tiny bit right there. So that might be a spot that I'm going to put a highlight shine to cover that. Dark Fox, thank you so much for the follow. Kylie is here. Hello, Kylie. Yay. I hope you had a super happy birthday, love. Run. Nice, Juan. Thank you so much, Dark Fox. Or Dark Foxy. Dark Foxy. Okay, I get it now. You got spoiled rotten. Yay! Okay, let me see what Kylie won. I see. You're sending a link. Oh, she got like a picture drawn of her. Like a portrait. That's awesome. Is that what that was? Oh, thank you, Mystery Artistry. I might. Oh, that is so cool. I love that. All right, I'm trying to determine. See, this is the girl, and I'm trying to determine if this is. I guess they're wood. They're not gold. They're like wooden arrows. I don't think that. Like, I know that the spear part is silver metal, but I can't figure out if that's gold or just normal something. I have not failed the city. Yay! Wooden, bamboo. Okay. Metal. Okay, I'm super confused now. Arrow, help me! What color is the shaft part? Thank you, DC. Bamboo color. All right, bamboo color we will do. That's like a really light brown, yeah? Yeah, maybe so. Oh, that is so cool, Kylie. All right, well then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use warm gray markers because it won't then be exactly the same color as her skin. And I don't want it to be the same color as her skin. So let's give this a shot. I'll start with W1, which is warm gray number 1, and we'll just see how this looks. parts where I've gone over the line, I'll be able to fix that with a little bit of colored pencil or something like that. Thank you, Kylie. I really appreciate that. All right, so right now I'm using just a bunch of different of the warm gray colors. Thank you, Tom. Thank you all so much. You got a sorting hat? That's so awesome! Oh my God, Kylie, that is so great! Sounds like an amazing birthday with such epic gifts. Yay. Very, very deserved. Oh, hi, David. Aw, I'm so glad that you had a good one. Yay! Oh, did she get a refund? You got a refund on the paper. Oh, thank God. I'm so happy to hear that. Oh, thank you, Terry Lee. few little white spots. So I'm just filling those in with the warm gray. And I'm thinking I'm gonna use cool gray for here so they'll really have a good contrast from one another. Valderith, thank you so much for the follow. My packing is the only one you trust. Oh, yay! Thank you so much. Okay, now I'm going to use cool grays for the spearhead. Oh, fun, Kara. Okay. Are you asking me or Kylie? You know what? I don't know, Kylie. Let me look into that paper because I need to go to Michael's anyway. So I'm gonna check. Ultra Smooth and Strathmore, that sounds really good. I'm just worried about the 500 plate if it's gonna be hard for you to see through a light table with. I think I'm usually more around the 300. But let me check. Or do they show on the, a lot of times what they'll do, Kylie, is they'll show on the paper pad. Like, so, okay, let's say here's the paper pad. It'll say Strathmore and it'll have the 500 whatever, and then it'll do, it'll have like the poundage of the paper, and it'll list a little bit more information about the paper on the pad. So if you can send me a picture of that or a link to it, then I can tell you what I would recommend, if that makes sense. Stop being lazy and poor. Oh, Levi, that's so sad. I didn't put the lines in clearly enough here. Skin deep in scary stories. Okay. I'll text you, Kara. Alright, so I need to let that dry for a second. Oh, thank you so much for the 15-minute warning, you guys. You rock. Yeah, I'm so glad you made the last 15 minutes, Kara, or half hour. Kylie. You girls are twins, and I am the one that's always getting you mixed up. Oh, it's so true, Fred and George. Well, we love you, Kylie. Okay, there we go. That's done. And then I think all I need to do is the band right there, and she's finished. Let's see if we can make it. I don't know if we can make it, but let's try. Mad dash to the finish line. Thank you all so much for all of your kind words and compliments. It means a ton. Alright, well there's only so fast I can go when I'm trying really hard not to get red anywhere that red is not supposed to be. Yes, it's the Harley red. Right. You're right, fingernails. I want to make those very natural looking, so I'll do kind of like a pinky skinish color. Yeah, thank you, Kylie. Oh, Wicked Girl Gaming. This one was a prize that someone won for Christmas, so this is going for free. How much this would normally cost? It's between, I think this size, it is between 350 and 400 US. Oh, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for posting all of those things. And thanks for your interest, Wicked Girl Gaming. I don't want to just call you Wicked Girl, unless you're cool with that. All right, there we go on that. One little section is done. I'm gonna skip a step because this part in here is going to be darker, clearly. So I'm not gonna do all the little colors. I'm just gonna go straight to red. I've skipped the prawn step. Actually, I'm going to skip all the other ones too and just go straight to R89, which is dark red. And I actually might let that dry and go back in again with the dark red and just layer it on top of itself so that it gets darker and darker. Oh, thank you so much, Tom. Thank you, DC. I appreciate that. And then we need to find someone to raid. So people, you guys can start thinking about it. I definitely want to raid someone. So let me know if you have any ideas. You guys are so very kind. I'm glad you're happy with it, Arrow. You know what? I might make this part gold too, just so that it can stand out a little bit more. So I'm gonna leave that and make it gold. Oh, Tranquil Mist is streaming. That's true. You're so awesome, Arrow. You're awesome, Arrow. Thank you so much. Bury me with my art. Okay, thank you for the 5-minute warning. All right, I know I've gone kind of quiet. I'm trying to power color without screwing up. Don't worry, Arrow. I won't sacrifice quality for speed, but I'm just focusing. Let's put it that way. Keybri1, thank you so much for the follow. Oh my God, Gabriel, hello. Oh, and thank you for liking my work, Kebri, or Kebri. Thank you, Tanis. Okay, that's finished. All right, guys, I think we're gonna make it. Thank you, Gabriel. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna make it. We are. Thank you, DC. I appreciate all the help, all the handshaking. All right, a little bit of pink in there. And let's get some white. Give her a little bit of shine on her nails. A little bit of a French tip. Booyah! We're done! It is 3:59. Yes! I will scan it. I'll probably do little touch-ups because I always notice things later, right? But there it is. Here she is done. Arrow, your present is ready. And I will be scanning her when I get back. Though I might do a little colored pencil and a little bit more shine. But the bulk of it is finished. That was so much fun. You guys rock. I know I have to run now, so let's raid Tranquil Mist. And I'm probably give Tranquil Mist and Eric a ton of love from me because I've got to run, right? So I'm going to go ahead and do the raid and then bolt. So give him lots and lots of love from me, you guys. Thank you. This was so much fun to do with all of you, and I'll be back again soon with more Christmas contest winner commissions. That means for the winners. I'm not winning a contest myself with the art. I love you guys. Kylie, I'm so glad you had a happy birthday, and you guys rock. And to all the new followers, thank you. I appreciate it a ton. All right, now I need to... It's a /raid, right? Raid. Nope, that didn't work. How to raid on Twitch. I'm a giant failure of a human being. Don't leave, everyone. I'm so sorry. I need to figure out how to do this again. Oh, it's the other way. I'm such a failure. The other backslash, that's right. Thank you all so much for raiding with me. Give Tranquil Mist lots of love. And thank you so much. Bye.